So am I audible? Can anyone please confirm? Okay. Okay, guys. Let's get started now. Let me. Let me log in first. Okay. So, guys, we can discuss today Spring Boot application deployment process Java. Okay. In this case, first I need a RDS. Let me create a RDS. Meanwhile, it will take time for 10 minutes, right? Let me create a RDS. Create a database. Okay. I'm creating a database now. Let's go to launch a servers. Okay, I'm going to launch two servers, guys. Backend. T2 micro is fine. Keybar is not required. Oh, let's take two. Okay. front end. So we can start from first database, then backend and front end. Okay. So security. Okay. So let's connect backend server. So first we can do manually, then we can same process we can do through Jenkins. Okay. CI/CD process. Okay. So let me clone the code. You can ignore many Docker files are there, Jenkins files are there. You can ignore here. Just we can take SRC code and target only. So git clone. M install git-y. Just a minute, guys. Okay, let's clone here. శివ ఎక్కడున్నావు? ఇది పేమెంట్ సర్వీసెస్ ఉంది కదా, అందులో స్పైక్స్ వచ్చే పర్లేదా? సరే సార్. Okay, yes, let's go with this process now. So we have a front end. Okay, you can ignore as of now front end, just focus on back end. Here back end, here compose logs. I mean compose also you can ignore, it's a Docker compose. So we can focus SRC and target only for our source code for the back end. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So Docker files, Jenkins files, everything you can ignore. Only we can consider POM.xml, XML, SRC, target. So otherwise I can update this repository after class. Just create a backend folder. Instead I can add SRC target, POM.xml, XML, and remove. I'll remove everything. Okay. Anyway, let's focus. So guys, understand here. My backend code. Once we clone here, first we have to do what here? It clone here. So we can run maven commands only, right? Okay. So in this case, first I need to install maven. Along with the maven, Java also will come. Okay. Yeah. So guys, understand here first. The process is very simple process. Java build process is just run a MVN, clean or install or something build process only to generate a jar. And guys, jar file, two things I can explain here. We have a two type of files, var file, jar file for the Java applications. Var file is a WebRK file. So in that, I mean, standalone applications with HTML configurations, Java CSS HTML configurations, where we can deploy directly front end and a combination of backend. At the time, we can deploy var files. Directly, you can deploy var file into server, you can access directly. But jar file is a simple, I can say, backend kind of file. So to access the jar file, we need a front end also. Okay, jar file is a backend package. This jar file, if it is a Spring Boot application, directly we have the background Tomcat also will come. So if we want to run a jar file, we should have a Tomcat, mandatory. Okay, the Tomcat feature automatically come along with the Spring Boot applications. Okay, for example, if you create any var file, so your Java application something, if you want to deploy directly on the server, not Spring Boot applications, so definitely the server instead you have to install Tomcat. You can deploy. Tomorrow class I will explain that var file process and all. So today I can explain only jar file process. So inbuilt Tomcat feature and all. Okay. Yeah. So in this case, first how to generate a jar file is the point here. How to generate a jar file? By running a Maven goals. Right now, for example, if you can see this application, go to SRC, data store, click on it here. This is test main SRC. Yeah, this is main. Yeah. So here also same guys, same like a Python, Node.js, API methods are there now. Here also API methods are there. Post method, get method. So get method students all, get method only specific student, and post method. So here delete method is missing, so we're unable to delete. Understand? So these methods you can integrate with the front end, like how we have it done in the Python, right? Same, we will get only 3 APIs only we can call. Okay. So I'm not from Java background. If you ask me to explain, I don't know, frankly speaking. If you ask me that, I'll learn and I'll explain. I don't have any problem. But this week I'm a little busy. Okay. Anyway, so main focus is this is a main code, guys. APIs interacting with the database is this is a main code. Okay. So okay. So we have 3 methods. Okay. Yeah. So guys, now if you want to build this process, let's go to POMED.xml. POMED.xml is what here where we can add all the dependencies. So POMED.xml also call this MVN repository. From there, it will build all the things. So here I'm saying my project name is data store. Okay. Now you can see Spring Boot framework dependencies are taking or not. Okay. MySQL connector taking or not. Yes. So something micrometer and all H2 database is for inbuilt database for Spring Boot. Okay. The dependencies are taking. Clear na? So here total dependencies, MySQL connector for what? To connect the database. So Spring Boot application to run a Java application. And here, okay. Yeah, these two only. Test cases I haven't written. So if you are written test cases also, I need to add a JUnit or Java Selenium cases also here. Okay. This is POMED.xml. When I run any now, MVN build or MVN test or something, first request will go to POMED.xml. It will run your process and generate a final outcome. Clear na? Yeah. So process, here is the process, guys. So first here the important thing is, see, MVN clean, see goals are we can pass MVN clean first, then MVN package next also okay, or we can pass as a list MVN clean, compile, test, package also, or you can directly pass package also. It will start from clean only. But here you may get a doubt why we are mentioning like this. Okay, so guys, whenever you can run a build, right? So here parameters are there. What will happen? This clean package, when a runtime jar file will be created, right? The backend jar file inside your database connections also, right or not? Otherwise, backend will not connect, right? Final outcome means what? Ready to deploy. If you deploy, but backend endpoints are different, how backend will connect to database, right or not? What I'm trying to say, MVN clean package, here Spring profiles active equal to build means what? Only the database connection point of is there now. That will you can store in your inbuilt database, H2 database connect. Okay. Later I can give my, see, later I can give my MySQL endpoint and all, you can take from there only, I'm saying indirectly. Okay. Otherwise, what we can do, the parameters are there where we are passing. Let me show you here. Resource and parameters. So here, see, I'm not adding any my database inside, right? I'm calling directly H2 database and all. So what I'm trying to say, for temporarily, you can build by taking your H2 database connection. So later while runtime, I can pass my variables, database, username and password. You can take it and run it. Okay. Otherwise, what will happen if I'm not run MVN, if I run simply MVN clean build, these properties expect to connect your database, but my credentials are not giving into the properties inside, right? It will fail. My backend communication and database communication. Otherwise, if you want to give permanently, what we can do, the parameters inside, you can directly pass the MySQL database endpoint username and password also. Directly it will connect. Or later if you want to give, so you have to pass like this. Or you can do one thing also, MVN clean package, dspring profile active equal to ignore also we can write. So at this time, it will not connect to database. Later it will connect. Okay. Yeah. Copy. So this request will go to where first? POMD XML. So it will generate a jar file. Coming to the connection, it will connect to H2 database, internal H2 database temporarily. Okay. Meanwhile, I can check RDS also. This is active. Better to check SG group. Okay, perfect. So go to the database endpoint. We have to change this endpoint now while running jar file. So if you while runtime jar file, we have to give this database connection. I'm saying to jar file, you can already connect it to H2 database, right? You can connect to now MySQL database. So while running time, I'm passing my values. Or no, sir, I can build time only. It has to be connect means you can pass directly into the code inside, properties inside your MySQL database endpoint, username, password. When you run directly, it will connect to database. You no need to run again jar file. Clear na? Yeah. So to change. So Java used to connect JDBC connection. Okay. So guys, this no hub command. So if you run a jar file, guys, understand Java, Python, Node.js, this all process running foreground process, interactive terminal. So either we can run in the background by using, irrespective of the, for example, Node.js, we are using PM2, right? Irrespective of the process management tools. Okay. Python, we can use Gunikan or Process D. Okay. Supervisor. Some tools are there to run in the background. We can use that. So Java also, we have a number of tools, but I'm running no hub command to execute into the background process instead of any interruptions. So while running time, I'm just giving this all the information. Okay. Jar file, I'm giving this information. Jar, this is my, this one, and run. Take this inputs and run. Okay. Yeah. Now you can see. Okay. where to check jar file? Target insert. See, data store 0.0.7 jar is there, na? Yeah. So you can move to outside. So now you can run there itself also, no problem. My jar file is here only, right? No, I won't run this jar file. If you directly run jar file, what will happen? It will not connect to your database. I haven't passed anything in my properties, my database details and all, right? So now I am passing variablizing now before, right? I'm passing jar. You can run take my database connections. So what will happen? Backend application API methods will connect to your database. Clear, na? Yeah. Hmm. So, okay, database name is this one. By using JDBC, it is going to see database also it will create if not exist. Okay. Next, username is admin and data store database name it will create and password is this one. So if you take and run, I'm running this jar files by giving my inputs. Understand? Endpoint jar file. This is my endpoint. This is my username. This is my password. Connect and create a database and connect with database always. So we can pass some inputs. You can send it into the database. Okay. Okay. Now you can check how to check process running or not. PS aux. If you run this file also, systemd also you can run, right? Systemd systemctl status also we can do. PS aux grep. You can check just jar. Okay. Yeah. So you can check even logs also, guys. How to check the logs? Cat var log app no hub. This is the file. Okay. Okay. So let's go and check now. Admin. Okay. Okay. Let's go and check now. CN0W. Okay. Okay, guys, let's go and check now. So this is backend process. Okay. Now, if you want to deploy to front-end process, I mean, we can run curl commands to interact with the API methods. Already we have tested in Python time, right? Or you can use the postman to interact the API methods to connect your database. Now, in this case, if you want to write a front-end code to call this, APIs, we can write a Python Flask, or you can write React JS. Many things are there, right? So here in my case, I'm giving a front-end code. I can deploy into the front-end code in front-end server inside this. Okay. So front-end server inside, I can deploy my front-end code. Okay. So m install git-y. Okay. So git clone. Let's clone this repository again. ls. Okay. So let's go to front-end folder inside now. app.py is there now. So this is my Python code, Flask code. We can call directly back and let's go here. Front end inside app.py. So here my page configuration is connected to student data store. It is already creating the database inside, right? So these are the styles and welcome page and all in the background. So this is also styles and all. So now this is connecting to where API URL is connecting to localhost, right? I need to change this into my server private IP or public IP. So these are the tables: add student, search student, list student, and the front end. Okay, these and all styles and all only front end. Clear na? Okay. So I'm using here Streamlit Python libraries to do this process. We can use Flask also if required. Okay. Go to front end now. So first what I need to do, guys, install Python 3 hyphen pip. Okay. You can run Python directly or you can create a virtual environment and service. One application is related for some login page service, something, whatever it is. Both are Python. Okay. Both are running Flask applications. One is card service Flask application require different version. Payments is application Flask application is different version. Clear na? If you install directly your dependencies inside the home directory, the existing Flask version is there na, that will be override. So that application will be impact, right or not? So server inside, I'm creating a virtual environments for each application. So this is Flask application for payment service. This Flask application for order service. Like this server, we can divide into virtual environments for each application. Clear na? Yeah. In this case, we can create a virtual environment here. Yeah. See, Python 3 -m VNV. So virtual environment I'm creating here. Now this environment only works for, yeah, this environment only. Now you can see. Okay. Source be active. Now environment is going to be active. Clear na? Now you can see you are inside of this environment now. Understand? Now whatever dependencies you are installing now, the dependencies only work in this environment only, not enter server level. Understand? You can create a one more environment later that can stick on for different process. I mean, for example, this is my EC2 instance. Okay. Here, two applications are running, for example. One application is payments related information. One application is cards. Okay. So this is also Python. This is also Python, for example. And this Flask module we are using here. This is also Flask. But now this Flask version is 1.0 is required. This is 1.1, 1.9, 1.9 is required. Clear na? If you install Flask into complete server OS level, here 1.0 will be installed into server OS level. Later for this application, if you install 1.9, this will be overridden by 1.9. And this application will impact or not? No. That's what we are doing here. We are creating a Python virtual environments. This virtual environment only work for this application only while deploying them. This virtual environment only work for this application only. So this dependency is not impact for this dependencies. Clear na? Okay. Yeah. So let's go here. So I'm going to upgrade the pip. Okay, you can upgrade. So pip install streamlit request, both are dependencies. Okay, streamlit and request are both are dependencies. I'm not using Flask, sorry, I'm using streamlit now. This is also kind of front-end libraries. Copy. So instead of doing that, I can create a requirements.txt file. I can add this two into requirement.txt inside. I can run pip install -r requirement.txt. Both can download. So now these dependencies stick on for this environment only, not enter server level. Okay. So, and then, so I can run a Python code directly, but what I'm doing here, just for understanding purpose, I'm running a different way. Systemd. Okay, systemd already I discussed right here. So systemd process is what I'm saying. Service root file inside app.py is there. You can run execution start. You can run on which port number? 850 port number. So now if you run this process, you can control your Python application by using systemctls. Clear now? Yeah. So before that, you have to do some changes here. Okay. The changes are what here? You are running this inside front end, right? Copy. Not here, front end. Clear now? So here changes are what now? My front end code inside API URL I'm calling, right? So here what should I do now? Your backend. Okay. Let's give the backend IP. I can give private IP directly. We'll see this internally routing or not. Clear na? So front end code communicating to back end code. Here I'm just passing the value from here. So your source code inside, you no need to do any changes. Why my source code inside I'm calling what? App URL. Let me show you here in the source code app.py. See this API URL is there na? Here we are giving HTTP localhost 8081, right? But this API URL calling from where? This API URL calling from this one. Clear now? This will update. 172.31.28.103. 8084 inside running my Java application. Clear now everyone? Hmm. Hmm. First is what now? After that, before that, our code inside. Sorry. Okay, this is no changes required as I'm not giving any hard coded values here. I'm calling from here. So in this case, what can I do? I can run directly. First daemon reload. Next, enable front end. Why front end here? I'm using as a service as a front end name. So service is a front end name. That's what I'm giving a front end here. Next is what? You can start. Why unable to? I'm not sure. Wait for 2-3 seconds. No, I think we have to. Okay. So you have to active again. Environment active. Sorry. Yeah. Go to front end. Okay. So let's again better daemon again. Okay. So and start systemctl start and enable front end and start front end also. And you can check the status activating. We'll see. Okay. 8501 is trying to connect backend. Let's check backend once. Cat. Which directory we have given? Backend. Where logs app. Next, no hub. Something issue is there. Connection omitted. Why? Unable to create a request service environment JDBC. Let's check this command again. Password admin. So endpoint is correct or wrongly given? Hmm? What happened? Git pull ఎందుకు? గిట్ లోపల నేను ఏం చేంజ్ చేయలేదు. No, no, here it's not, backend is not connecting. Now see here, error is here. Connection is omitting. Ah, no, that endpoint I'm again overriding by running this command, right? You're talking about this one, right? అదే చెప్తున్నా, కరెక్ట్గా ఇచ్చిన ఇదే MySQL బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ పాయింట్, దిస్ వన్ ఓన్లీ. లెట్స్ వెయిట్. jar file, username, password, everything is correct. Just wait, database endpoint. This is my database one endpoint, what I have given here. Copy. Correct only. Java jar also correct. Okay, let's rerun again. Let's go to backend. I'll do one thing. Let's remove this. Hmm. PS socks, grep jar. Why exit? Where logs? App no update. Username command not found. MySQL hyphen username. Correct only, right? Let's check my database once. Java version. Why unable to connect this is. Okay, let me connect first database directly. Host name. Admin. Doubt on this. Yeah, working fine. So issue is there here only then. No, it's not running. Yeah, working fine now. Okay. Then why issue came before? Anyway, let's go and check now. Go to front end now. Arrappa. Okay. So let's go to front end configurations again. Okay, I'm going to just active my environment again. Source v environment bin activate. హలో, ఇది నెట్వర్క్ డిస్కనెక్ట్ అవుతుంది భీమ్. ఈ టైం అవుతుంది, అన్ని క్లాసులకి అవ్వట్లే. సేమ్ లాస్ట్ టైం కూడా అంతే కదా, 4 months బ్యాక్ ఇష్యూ. సేమ్ వాళ్ళు ల్యాబ్ లో థర్డ్ ఫ్లోర్ లో ఆఫ్ చేస్తున్నట్టున్నారు. చెప్పు ఒకసారి వాళ్ళకి, లాస్ట్ టైం అదే చేశారు కదా వాళ్ళు. సిడి ఫ్రంట్ ఎండ్. ఓకే, లెట్స్ యాక్టివ్ ద ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్. ఓకే, అండ్ యూ కెన్ రీస్టార్ట్ నౌ. సిస్టమ్ సిటిఎల్ డిమోన్ రీలోడ్. యా, సిస్టమ్ సిటిఎల్ స్టార్ట్ ఫ్రంట్ ఎండ్, రీస్టార్ట్ ఫ్రంట్ ఎండ్. System CTL start front end. Status you can check. Still activating. Let's restart. Why this issue coming? I'm not sure. No guys, so jar function is not running here. Exited state, why it is going to exit? Any Java developers are here? Hmm? Saurav. Any others? Uh, Cat. Any Java developers? Yeah, what's the issue here? No need to install MySQL and backend server. Okay. M install. M install MariaDB. This command is right. What's the issue? MySQL driver. Okay, let's try one more time to connect. Okay. Oh, jar file is here only. Let's run again. Unable to connect my jar file into database. Cloud 1, 2, 3 and all are correct only. No hub dot store. This is the jar file. No. So this is not connecting issues here only. Exited state. So anyone, any idea, Java developers? Why this is coming? Because of Java version. Port issue of jar file. All ports enable, right? No one is there here, Java developers? No one. Who is? Uh, Failed to initiate JPA NT manager. I don't know. Unable to create request service. Can you able to check the get methods API first jar file is running? Jar file is not running now. See, process is not running. See, that's what the problem. PS aux grep jar. Not running, right? Only my command only process running here. That's what the problem is. Um, Yeah, it will execute, but credentials are not there, right? If I give like this. So it will take which that one only, right? Temporary credentials we have given, right? That one only it will take. Take the file, Java -jar. Something I miss somewhere. So this is connecting to the inbuilt database, right? But it should connect to my, yeah, see, same issue. ChatGPT. Yeah. How ChatGPT can understand now my requirement? Add JDBC. Yeah, same command I have given. Let's check one more time. Properties inside I haven't given anything. I'm passing from while running time, I'm passing my connection. Database, admin, password. I'll do one thing. M remove. I'll do one thing. Yes. So maybe Java 17 maybe not supporting. There are chances. I'll install Java 11 and test it. Process is correct, but I don't know why this is not accepting. Okay. So M list Java. I'm taking 11. M install. Let's build again. Let's try. Yeah. RDS 3306 JDBC and all correct only. No, this is exiting. Yeah, source code is there only. I'll do one thing. Let's build again. Okay. This is developer's issue anyway. Nothing to worry. Okay. We no need to do anything here. It's why it's not connecting and it's their risk, not our risk. Let's run again. Any failures? No. Let's run here also. Nothing to worry. Let's try one more time. Let's check database one more time and point copy properly. Data store, create data if not exist true. Admin password. Yeah, all are good. Copy. Backend. IAM role not required, right? Not required, right? JDBC connection, right? Not required IAM role. So then why? Remove the application build properties file H2 will not be created. Then application properties is hard coded. Update here, rebuild and yeah. These credentials you are saying to properties inside you can hard code and run. That is okay. So let's ask GPT. App no hub output. Connection omitted. Frames connection omitted. Uh, JDBC environment. JDBC not accepting. Why? Let's, huh? But I'm pausing, right? Let's inform to ChatGPT. I'm passing like, but I'm passing additionally. What? Okay, let's try this export command and run. Run directly Java system properties is okay. Use Spring Boot argument. Okay, let's try this method. First, we can export the credentials. But anyway, anything is same only, right? After that, run this command. So it will take directly see same issue. Let's check now. Okay. So then what's the difference? Huh? No, now it's working fine, right? But this command also same. What's the difference? This command after export it is working fine. Okay, let's okay restart and we can. Why restarting again? Still activating. Go to backend again. Connecting successfully backend issue is not there. Okay, backend running fine, guys. Let's go to front end now. What's the issue here now? Hmm. Backend working fine now. See, front end issue now again. Backend is working fine. See, jar file is running fine. I'm again why activating auto restart taking time here. Can access 8501. Backend is working fine now. Still activating. Okay, let's check. No Python developers. So this API URL is there, na? I'm passing from where? This API URL. Yeah, let me tell you. So here you can see front end service is there, na? Inside I'm giving what here? Go to VA app.py. Not here, sorry. This one. Here I'm giving like this API URL equal to HTTP 170 to 31. This is what backend private IP I'm giving. Let's try public IP once. So my Python code is there na inside localhost is there na that is override by this backend yeah IP. Let's try with public. So backend is no issue. Now working fine. Let's daemon reload. So Python code I'm running multiple times by running systemctl. Okay. Restart front end service. Now you can check status. Auto restart activating. Port number 8501. Let's go and check. This is taking auto restarting always. App.py here only. Work directory is root directory. Root inside VNV inside bin streamlit run app.py 8501 API HTTP. Okay. This is I'll do one thing. Correct path only, right? VNV path. See, VNV, front end, correct path only, right? I'll do one thing. Python 3. Python 3 app.py. Oh, this is not taking environment inside we are right. This path correct only, right? See, root directory inside, env directory inside, bin, streamlit run app.py. Correct only, right? Okay. So, okay. Is this correct now? Root. Let's check once. PWD. Okay, let's ask. This is my path. Can you check? Okay. Let's try this. No, 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 no. Still activating. Manually, let's check manually run now. We can see last trial. So user is root, working directory root inside. Let's say open duplicate tab. Okay. So root inside Java Spring Boot project. Okay. Inside front end. This is the working directory I'm saying. Go to Java Spring Boot front end. Okay. So let's go to CD front end. Okay. And start command root Java project front end VEN environment bin Python M streamlit true. So port. Yeah, correct. Let's see, guys. Let's try restart one more time. Active. Access 8501. Okay. Okay, so let me do some changes in my file. So let's go to here. If you want to run this command, you can move to root folder. You can run systemd command. What I'm doing here before, let's go to front end. Yeah, I'm running here, right? So if you want to run from here, give the absolute path where you are, your app.pys exist. So that's what the problem is. So here you can mention clearly. So, I mean, I'm saying what the mistake I did actually. So what I did, okay, simple. In this location, vi app.py. Okay, if you add, this will work. Okay, but what I did here also I clone the code, right? I mean, what I did here. So front end code also, I clone the code from the repository level. So repository level, the code exists into where Java Spring Boot directory inside, front end directory inside, right? So, but this systemd command is what? Manually add app.py into the root home directory. That's what the problem is. Clear now? So if you add manually app.py, so this will work. Otherwise, if you want to clone from the repository, give the absolute path where the app.py is there. Understand? In my case, while I prepare this time, my case app.py is into the root home directory. But now this case is what? In this case, you can see here. In this case, yeah. So if you clone your source code, in this case, you need to use this one. So if you clone root directory inside, Git will clone this directory, right? In this directory inside front end code is there, front end repository is there now. Front end repository inside app.py code is there. That's what you have to give the absolute path here. Clear now? Some cases like this. Saurav is there, huh? So let's you can take from here. I'm adding here. If you clone, use this, not this one. Okay. So as per my repository, systemd will work. If you change your repository, change the paths here. That's what the issue is. If app.py is in home direct root home directory. As per app.py as per repo. Clear now? After that, you can daemon, you can run. Yeah, that's it. So we can insert the records also now. You can see here. We can add any name. We can something you can add like this. No router. What happened again? 172, 31, 25, 254. Why? 172, 31, 25, 254. Ah. This is not a my server, right? Huh? ChatGPT. Oh, okay. No, no, no. Okay, got it, got it, got it. ChatGPT wrong AP given. Ah. Oh my God. Got it. Why this is giving this IP? You can give this one. Okay. Again, you can uh, restart, check the status. Active, right? Now you can refresh. Okay. So IP changed right now. You can check list students also. My record is there. Yeah. Like this, you can add something. Some number had students. List students. Clear na? So these two records added into database through Spring Boot application. Okay, you can try. If you're having any issues, we'll see tomorrow also. I will show same project tomorrow, not human intelligence. Saurav is there. Saurav, where are you? We are facing issues in Java, right? Huh? You only ask, right? Explain Java project, Python, no, just done Java is looking. Where you went? Only working time only came. I'm also working. See, I'm monitoring already now, parallelly. It's my shift now only. My mind is completely here only. Hmm. Okay, side by side. Oh, you took my code, huh? Why Python is using Java? Python is different layer, front end. Java is back end. Python is not front end. This is Python only. This is Python code, guys, front end. Okay, let's give a try today. We'll see. Any Java students are, if you want to try, you can try. Yeah. But our work is, right? Just build, generate a jar and deploy only. If front end is not working, back end is not working, it's a take care of development team, not our work. Okay. So database, server, scalability, auto scaling, monitoring, and all we have to take care. So this coding part and all developers can take care. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Bye then.